You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Good morning. I am Hope Knight, and before I call this meeting to order, I will note for the record that I will serve as the acting chair of today's meeting. I now call to order the meeting of the Governance Committee members of the New York State Urban Development Corporation, doing business as Empire State Development, for Thursday, May 21st, 2026. I will note for the record that the public was given the opportunity to comment on the agenda items by submitting any comments by noon yesterday. I'd like to further state that for the record, that no comments were received from the public concerning today's agenda, and that we do not have any members of the public in attendance. Committee members have received the agenda in advance of today's meeting and are free to ask questions at any time. I will note that since there are no voting items for today's agenda, we will not be calling for the committee members to indicate any potential conflicts of interests with respect to today's agenda. I will now ask Tremaine Wright, ESD's Director of Compliance, to lead our discussion today on the agenda items. Tremaine, you can go ahead when you're ready.
Thank you, Chair Knight. My name is Tremaine Wright. I'm the Director of Compliance for ESD. The objective of today's meeting is to review the annual board self-evaluation results and to review ESD's current mission statement. Public authority law requires that the board of every state and local authority conduct an annual evaluation of its performance. The board members' comments are anonymous and protected from disclosure under Article 6 of the Public Authorities Law, but the results and assessments are provided to the authority's budget office. ESD board members were provided with evaluation forms in early May, and by mid-May, we had received 100% responses from our board members. Furthermore, the authority's budget office consulted with the Committee on Open Government which advised that a board's discussion of its performance would constitute a matter of confidentiality, would be a matter made confidential by state law, and that therefore those discussions could be conducted in private. Therefore, following this public meeting, the Corporate Governance Committee will, in accordance with authority's budget office guidance, discuss the board evaluations in private. The next item on our agenda is the mission statement. The current mission statement was updated in 2024 to reflect ESD's increasing focus on inclusion, sustainability, assisting disadvantaged communities, community revitalization, and housing, while emphasizing ESD's guiding focus on business development and job creation. The updated performance measures include specific reporting of small business assistance, broadband, and digital infrastructure. In addition to the number of projects and programs administered, ESD has supported overall job creation and retention, investments awarded and leveraged, and the utilization of certified NWBEs in ESD procurements. It is important to note that ESD produces over 60 annual and quarterly detailed reports of its programs, and the performance measures reported in this report is of a much higher level. At this point, I'll turn it back to the chair.
Are there any questions or comments from the committee members on today's agenda?
You know, like I told you, I went through all of this, doing mission statements and performance measures. And basically, we are doing, everything that, so I have no other comment.
Thank you for this. The only thing I would like to mention is that in addition to the numerous reports that we provide, we have the database of economic incentives. And I would say that it is the most extensive database in the nation of economic development entities for states in terms of the number of fields and dimensions that we cover for the project. Now, this database of economic incentives include projects of other agencies. So we don't have control over that data, but the data that we input, which is, I would say, a majority of the information, we have extensive information on this project.
And anybody has access to that, the public has access to it?
Yes.
Through our website?
That's right. That's right. That's
And
right.
you put in economic incentives
Yeah.
database?
Yep. And because I think there's 60 fields, so that's a lot of fields. So it's a little clunky, but I mean, you can find what you want to look for.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's worth sharing with all the board members today when you, maybe your president's report, you report out just out of governance
Yeah.
committee and
Yes.
mention that, because
Yes.
I'm sure, when people are just on their phones or, at their computer, and it's a slow day, maybe they could start,
Absolutely.
taking a peek and reviewing them.
Right. We'll do that.
And the only comment, Jermaine, I have, sort of not an agenda item, but do we ever, when new board members join us, do we go through some type of training?
Yes.
And do we also do ethics training? And do we have any obligation to do like an ethics training update? Because I know when I served on the MTA board, we had the initial training, and then like 2 years later, we got updated, and so I don't know if that has been considered or discussed or in the works.
You do have initial trainings, and as necessary, you'll get a notification so that you can do your updated ethics training as required. You'll just
Got
get an email telling you what your window is and when you can go on and access the trainings.
Got it. Very good. I know we all have to do the J-COPs that we just did 2 weeks ago, but this is additional training. And this is a J-COP requirement or Public Authorities Control Board requirement or just the governor's requirement or ESD's own?
Under public authorities law that we all must be trained, but you'll help manages. So they
Got it.
manage our work, so.
Got it. Right. Thanks.
Okay. As noted earlier, we do not have any written comments from the public with regard to these items. Thank you, Tremaine and committee members. There being no further business, I will call a motion to adjourn this meeting. Great. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for their participation.
Good that we got great participation from all
Yes,
of our members.
yes, yes.
So, good scores.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, thank you.